You know, I thought this was going to be a completely one-sided battle. You know, I thought it was going to be like Hajime survives, and then he completely just obliterates his opponents without even trying. Because that's how most isekai anime of this generation does. Everything's completely one-sided. No battle or intense struggle that happens. Luckily, I was completely wrong. Anyway, more as if it was tra- a strategy play in a way, where catch the person off guard and keep bombarding them with attack after attack. That's pretty much what it is. So we meet a pawn of the gods, an apostle, freed, which is interesting. So this demon lord is working for the gods in a way, and so it's very interesting how demons are working for the gods. I guess they're cutting out some deal to work for them to keep their faith by attacking the humans, so the humans will keep praying to God in order to rely on Him. It kind of reminds me of Baron Praxis from Jack and Dexter in a way. Think about it, the humans are there praying to the gods, hoping to find a way to destroy the demons. Little do they know, the demons are working for the gods in order to keep up this constant stream, this circle of a scandal that's going on right here. So I find that quite interesting in a way. But again, I bet the gods are just using the demons, and when they are done and find another alternate solution, they're like, okay, I'm done with you. You're gone. I don't need you no more. That could also be a possibility. But anyway, I'm just, speculating here. Now, that being said, it's always good to see the main character struggle. There are ways to do good one-sided fights, only to show how strong a character has become after a journey's end or so forth. That's the only good time to really show to show a one-sided fight. It only shows the power dynamics between the main character and the opponent. That's the only one of the few good times to do it. One Punch Man is an excellent example of this, where you see the other heroes fighting against the villain, and they're so strong, but then One Punch Man shows up and just beats them up. And no one ever feels angry when One Punch Man wins all his fights. That's just One Punch Man. Same thing with Mob Psycho, but they're the same creator, so there you go. This, however, was pretty good. This wasn't about just raw power, but also who can outsmart who, you know. And that's one of the best ways you can go about this. We haven't seen Hajime gain new powers. We haven't seen him get any stronger. So because of that, if he would have had this fight one-sided, I believe the viewers would have been very disappointed in it. Like, oh, he wins even without knowing his opponent's weaknesses or anything else like that. He just wins, but he doesn't. He gets taken out, he gets injured, he is battered, he's barely hanging on, and of course, even Yui is having some flashbacks of what happened in the first dungeon they were trapped in, and how she felt useless back then as well. So here she is now. So she's trying to gain her composure, but that kind of shock will happen to you. No matter how hard you try to gain back your composure and get your head back in the game, that stuff happens. And of course, but the main spotlight of this episode, surprisingly, is Tio. Yes, Tio. Tio, seeing the flames, seeing Hajime injured and attacked, she forgot that Hajime is still human nonetheless. Even if he ever modifies his body and he starts aging slowly, he is still human. He's not like the others. He is not like her and Yui, where they have lived a long time. They're very durable. They can heal. So she was careless because Hajime always showed to be the superior one. When she first met Hajime, she never seen Hajime struggle before. Neither has Shia either. They both haven't seen Hajime struggle. The only one who's ever seen Hajime struggle the fight was Yui herself. Everyone else just sees him like as this unbeatable being and stuff like that. Like, there's no way this guy is human. But then you're seeing this fight. Like, okay, this dude is human despite how powerful he is. He can still get injured. He can still die by fatal wounds. and stuff. And then she's remembering her past, with her father, how the Dragonborn. I forgot that her kind was called the Dragonborn. It's kind of shit right here. And how she's one of the last of her kind. There's others that are still hiding, but they're in hiding until the right moment comes. And of course, she believes Hajime is that right moment to go out of hiding in order to help out the fight against their natural enemy. It's always interesting in these kind of stories. The dragons are always going against the gods all the time. I've seen it tons of times. Like, these dragons are so powerful that they are able to fight against gods. So of course the gods will do whatever they can to wipe out the dragons. Well, at least the ones that challenges them. And the one that challenges them is always the strongest dragons. It makes sense. So anyways, her transforming into her black dragon form. Again, I forgot how it looked like from last season, but it looks better. It really does look better and stuff. And the epic moment have Ajime, giving her the ring and everything, telling them to let Koki and the others know that they're okay and to fly out. They're going to find their own way to escape the labyrinth. They still haven't got what they came here for in the first place. So it was an epic moment until Tio ruins it with the freaking, like how the pain's actually making things better. And she has a skill where her power gets stronger every time she gets pain. And she says it's Nagamo's fault. And it is Nagamo's fault. After what he showed her, turned her to a masochist, and now she she likes the pain and flies off. Of course, freed the pawn that was trying to attack her, but Hajime knew, I know you're gonna do what you're gonna do. So he had his equipment to help out Tio to escape. Now, going on with the other side, with the kingdom side, showing how Shizuku and is still traumatized with her defeat within the labyrinth, how weak she is from training. She probably is one of the strongest students there in the kingdom, right there. And then, of course, the princess is concerned with her father. Something's going on with the knights. It's always how you can tell when someone's hypnotized in anime, is you don't see that shining light in them. They're still moving, they're still walking around, they're still alive. You don't see that shiny light that they put into anime. People always say, why do they always do that? Because that explains that there's life in their eyes. So when that light appears, usually means they're being possessed or they are dead. So I do like that. A lot of people don't know that, surprisingly. Well, anyways, this episode was pretty good. I enjoyed it very much, even with one at the end where, for some reason, the dude that attacked Hajime in the first place, to cause all this, it still has this illusion, like, as if Cookie was ever going to be his. She likes Hajime. That princess girl likes Hajime. The fact that you thought you were going to have her, you were the bully. You were the asshole. Anyway, and she just didn't like you. She didn't like you in the original world. She doesn't like you now. You definitely ain't showing off to be strong anyways. But of course, there are those people like that who want things that they can't have. That's the reality, surprisingly. But anyways, he seems to be making some deal with a person from the very beginning, and they're working in cahoots together. I wonder who that could be. So other forces are working around behind the scenes, so I wonder what's going on. Well, anyways, time can only tell. And I don't think it'll take more than this season for it to happen, but I highly doubt we will probably not get a third season because the last director died, so they had to do another director to do this. And it depends if this director wants to stay on, do it, or they'll pass it on. Usually when that stuff happens, it takes a while. Even if it does get another season, it'll take a while. So anyway, that's what I got for this vid. I enjoyed this episode. Great episode. Nice fights, strategy, struggles, displays, and character development. So, got all in a nice little package. Except for the animation. The animation still isn't up to par to anything. I'll be honest with you. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the vid. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course hit that bell icon. This has been the Madcrown on Anime. Signing out.